golden entertainment values. Like, I follow it from every uni I've been to. I went on exchange, so I've been to 3, and I follow every single love letter.
Wow.
And it's so funny. And still, they're all so, like, they're just like my little dose of, like, dopamine and love hits.
Like, I love so cute. I love the ones that are just shouting out to people in class, and as you said, you just figure out who they're talking about. It's just hilarious. Yeah. Well, the USYD Love Letters posts range from those classroom confessions of love to people simply listing their friends like an online advertisement to get them a date. Yep. So the first one we're going to look at is one where someone has auctioned off their friend, and they've literally said, auctioning my friend because he's kind of lonely. Sure, cool, relatable. About him, some of the common things, they've got their nationality, their age, and still breathing. I think it's funny, it's just like, my friend's alive and breathing, please date me. What they study, you know, want to find anything in common. Traits like I'm organized, pros and cons, and then about her. So it's not just, they're not just advertising themselves, they're also saying, this is what I want.
This is what I want. Yeah,
oh my
put
goodness.
yourself, go on.
Pros are things like, doesn't rave, which I think is hilarious because it's such a culture now of drinking and raving and vaping. Cons, cannot drive, which is an absolutely atrocity for someone who's, I think, 19, 20.
No shame for people.
No shame at all.
Drive,
and then about her. Live and well. Just someone living, please. Okay, we get it. Is cute. Okay, cool. Love letter. People can see who liked it. So sometimes you feel awkward. You don't want people to know, but you might be interested. So the best part is that they've put a Google form.
Yeah, that's honestly my favorite part about this whole auctioning off my friend is, like, there's a Google form attached. And I haven't gone into that Google form, but I know some of them have, like, random questions, like, tell me a bit about yourself, what's your favorite song, what's this, what's that, and I think it's so cute, and I would love to see those responses. Maybe I should write a love letter just to put a Google doc at the end to see people's responses.
They have so much detail.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. What do you think about it? Would you auction off your friend, Josie?
Yeah, if my friend wanted to be auctioned off, I'd definitely go and auction them off, like them a really good, auction and like all their good traits. Yeah, and I think these are just like so fun to read through. But what I've always wondered is if anyone's actually ever, been successful after being auctioned off.
Yeah, that's true. Like, are there any good love stories that come out of this?
I didn't even realize there was like people behind these. I always thought it was like a bit of a joke, a bit of a tease. But then I remember one time my friend tagged me in a love letter, and I thought, haha, they had a really funny criteria. And then my friend thought that obviously I'd be compatible with this person. Yeah. I just gave it a like. And then I commented to my friend's comment, just naturally as you do. Yeah. Within 20 minutes, I had a DM in my messenger box.
I
was like, I just laughed because it was like, wow, this post had gone up quite recently, so whoever wrote it was like watching it.
They must be like active, like checking the post.
It was so active because I had a DM being like, unread message, a friend request. Hey, I saw you reacted to my page.
I honestly think,
so
I love that. I think these are hilarious, and I love how in detail people get. And like their criteria are so specific sometimes.
They're not just jokes. So if you see anyone you like, give it a shot. Shoot your own shot. Give it a like, or put in a Google form.
My question to you guys: would you ever let a friend auction you off?
Myself?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I think it's because they don't have photos and there's a bit of it's a bit anonymous. It's like for fun. Sure, I've thought about it because it's just fun, but as a joke, I don't know.
Yeah, I think same. Like, I don't think I'd do it if I was really, really seriously looking for someone, but just to maybe meet new people or like,
Yeah. See, I would love to see what my friend would put as my criteria. I would love to see them, this is what they are, these are their requirements, and also I'd love to just see how one of my friends categorizes me. I think it would be such a laugh. Mm-hmm. And I also, I definitely want a Google form as well. That would be at the bottom of mine. Yeah. So this second one, the second love letter, I'm just gonna read most of this out because I think it's really funny. So here goes. There's this really cute girl in my class. We don't talk much, but every time I've engaged in conversation with her, it's been a treat. How do I ask her out? So the main question here is, do you guys have any tips for asking someone out? And have you ever asked someone out?
Yeah, well actually I have, and I kind of have a funny story for this. So back when I was in high school, I had a crush on this guy, and my best friend convinced me to go shoot my shot and ask him out, right?
Yeah, shoot your shot.
Yes,
Woo.
yeah, one day I sent him a message asking him out on a date, and then the date went well, it was fun, but we ended up just being friends afterwards. And then fast forward a year to the end of high school, we just graduated, and then I ended up confronting him about it because we never really talked about it, and we ended up dating over the summer.
Oh my gosh, success story. I love that.
That's so cute.
I do, I love that. Mia, do you have any advice for asking someone out, or like, what's your best?
I just think ask them out. I'm so frustrated, especially with my male friends who just, like, for example, one of my friends was like, oh, I started a conversation via Instagram, and she said that she'd be down if we wanted to go play pool, play games together, and then he waited for her to then give
Yeah, I
him
think
the date. And I'm like,
yeah.
she gave that was her shooting her shot. She said yes, it was fun.
Also,
now
yeah,
ask her
follow
out.
up.
If you someone up, like follow up. If you're
Yes,
like,
follow
yeah, we should
up.
go for coffee soon, and just like let it, like it's never gonna happen, guys.
Yes.
Just set a date, set a time, tell them when and where, and they'll turn up. But like if you don't have that little bit of authority, it's never gonna happen.
Oh, 100%. You just got to be really clear, and don't be so particular about what it is you're doing. Don't be like, when are you free, or I don't know, we could do anything. No,
Yeah.
coffee, time, date. I'm
Yeah.
a busy person. Give it to me. Like,
Yeah. I
that's what
totally
people
agree with
want.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so what I go for is I haven't really asked that many. I haven't gone on that many dates, but when I do, or if I do anytime soon, I think coffee dates are going to be my go-to, because I feel like if I like them, then I can suggest a meal or suggest a walk or whatever. And if I don't like them, I can escape easily and be like, I'm meeting a friend for lunch or whatever. Because I feel like, I don't know, for me, not knowing someone kind of scares me, and like meeting up with like a stranger, because it is a stranger, you're meeting up with a stranger.
Yeah.
Like having it out is always a good idea.
Yeah,
For the first time at least.
Definitely. That's why I think coffee, or just on campus, or after
Yeah.
class, or go for a happy hour drink or something. Just something simple.
Yeah.
Get to know them, because you know straight away if the vibe is right. It's all about the vibe.
Yeah,
You know
exactly. Yeah, I totally agree with that. So I know there's sometimes around expectations around who asks who, but I think from this conversation, the moral of the story is shoot your damn shot, or write a love letter, or do whatever floats your boat, but have a bit of, if you like someone, put yourself out there, you know? The worst that can happen is no, like you get a no.
If you ask them at the beginning of the semester, you could have a whole wonderful semester together. Don't wait till the last minute. Just do it.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I respect confidence. If someone's confident and asks me out, there's
100%.
way more like likelihood that I will go for a coffee with them or something. But also, oh no, I forgot my point. Oh no, sorry, but yeah. I think confidence is key, and shoot your shot.
Like you don't want to look back and regret like not taking the chance.
100%,
you know?
because you're always making these silly situations in your head of what could have happened.
Yeah,
but unless
exactly.
you actually just go ahead and fulfill it, then you know, and then you can move on.
And
you
also
can move on a
no's-
lot easier.
Yeah,
No's aren't that bad. If they like turn around and say no, cool, you know.
Yeah,
And like you can move on.
Exactly, you can move on.
Yeah.
Thank you, next.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last love letter, I'm just gonna read out. Okay, 23, female, studying med. Basically, I got no time to date around, but I'm horny as hell, so I'll cut to the chase. React for a DM, but only if you don't do med. So, I thought this one was hilarious. So, we just wanted to read this out and get the message out there and help this gal out. If you want to meet her and don't do med, go react to her post on Love Letters. But I'm just gonna leave that there. And on that note, here is Let's Talk About Sex, Baby by Cheat Codes, the remix version.